I decided to learn from the greats, and I started reading a lot and studying a lot, and eventually I came to a place where I enrolled into nutrition school. And that's where it all started changing. I really did start seeing some of the value in my own personal story, as well as some of the techniques that I used to overcome addictions and bad habits and integrate in the new habits so that I could really be the change and be the hero of my own story. So I'm going to read you a few little sub-chapters from the fall chapter of my book. These were picked out by other people for relevance and what seemed to be most relevant to some of my clients, and I hope that you find it relevant as well. So let's start with the moon cycles. The moon energies are in full force this time of year, and by now I'm sure you have found your own flow when it comes to moon rituals. The full moon signifies a time of completion, heightened emotions, and illumination, while the new moon highlights new beginnings, imagination, and rebirth. Now let's take it a step further and notice the moon phases within each moon cycle, which are just as much a guide as anything else in nature. The first quarter moon arrives 1 week after the new moon and is symbolic of growth, expansion, and progress. This moon is growing and telling us to stay motivated and take small actionable steps daily. The third quarter moon comes 1 week after the full moon and is symbolic of letting go and surrendering to the higher good. This is a good time to reflect, contemplate, and release the relationships, negative thoughts, and poor habits that may be keeping you stuck and stagnant, so you can pursue your goals with a clear mind. Now I'm going to talk about the new moon in fall, as well as some of the full moons that are going to be happening this season. The new moon, darkness is associated with creative and divine feminine energy. As our blindness heightens the psychic abilities within us, we can tap into this creativity and pull off things we have never known we were even capable of. The new moon is a time to tune into our own answers and the infinite potential we can cultivate. Set aside time for intention setting and create your own new moon ritual. Coming into the full moon now. The full moon is a good time to use grounding practices and quiet our subconscious mind. Like the moon, what we see on the surface may not always reflect what's going on inside of us. Go deep this season and tap into your parental nature. Reparent and nurture yourself. Imagine yourself as a child you must care for. How could you ensure this child is protected, fed, and nourished? The full hunter moon. So this is going to be our October moon. This is happening this Sunday. So if you're going to take notes on one, this is the one. The full hunter moon, traditionally hunters would use the light of the full moon to track down their prey and stock up on the coming winter. Tonight's moon may appear bigger and brighter than usual, giving us plenty of bright light and warm energy to dance, stroll, or bathe in the early evening moonlight. The full beaver moon, so this will be November. This is the last full moon before the rivers freeze and is named after the beaver because they get especially busy on this night. Beavers teach us to have a plan and take action on it. Beavers are also a great example of teamwork, which makes it easier to turn our dreams into realities. And the last one for fall will be December. This is the full cold moon. This moon is usually associated with winter solstice and referred to as the longest night moon. Your intuition will be stronger than normal right now, which can guide you to making quick decisions. Follow your instincts and make the most of any opportunity that may come your way. Now here's another one. In all my time in nutrition school, any certification course that I have taken, It's pretty crazy that circadian rhythm and these moon cycles and seasons aren't necessarily talked about. One of the most important ones I think right now is going to be the circadian rhythm, because so many people are stressed out, so many people aren't sleeping through the night. Like, just raise your hand if this is you. Okay, so let's get into circadian rhythm for this time of year. As the summer heat begins to dissipate, you may feel the winter blues setting in. This isn't really for everyone and should not be for anybody, because there are natural forces within us that store vitamin D, regulate our mood, and enhance our overall outlook on life. Mood disorders are among the most common and serious diseases. One of the most common effects is disruptions of sleeping patterns. This can be due to the shift in work, travel, or practicing an unhealthy routine, such as blue lights at night, guys. So the food we crave, our immune system, and our hormonal functions are all affected by our mood and sleeping patterns. Everything is symbiotic, which means that if one part is weak, everything becomes a bit weaker. And when everything is functioning optimally and each part is strong, you too are strong. Fall is a great time to strengthen these functions, and nature provides us with the answers we seek. Mushrooms are in abundance this time, and they are one of our best sources for vitamin D. Just about every fruit and root is available, most of which can curb sugar cravings. Fresh berries, for example, are really high in vitamin C content. Also, cauliflower can help boost our immune system, while practicing mindful breathing can be a great way to ground ourselves this fall. All of these practices can aid in balancing hormones and are a preferred way to release pent-up energy that leads to high cortisol levels and stress. May I just add that for anybody who hasn't done it yet, there is chaga tea. Chaga is a beautiful mushroom from the birch tree. It's got anti-cancer properties. It's really great for the immune system, and it's unlimited down there. So you just go, say you're part of the summit, and they'll fill your cup. Let's talk about the sun time. So everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. We have about 14 of those hours that we can really utilize to the best of our abilities. The optimum time for our circadian rhythm and to use up this time is in October. Daylight is between 7:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. November, daylight is between 7:10 a.m. and 4:50 p.m. December, daylight is between 7:40 a.m. and 4:40 p.m. And you'll see up here, these are groups that I actually run their coaching programs. So I run, put out tons of free content these months to help guide people that can't necessarily afford my coaching practices. However, there is coaching circles that I do as well for the people who do want that one-on-one coaching with me. And I'll be able to go through the circadian rhythm, moon cycles, how to use them, answer questions, and guide you through that then. This is all about movement and moving in the fall. So our metabolism shifts based on age, weight, activity level, body temperature, hormonal shifts, and our inner world balance. If we consume extra calories that our body cannot use, the body will store that energy as body fat for later use. Not all calories are created equal. Whole, nutrient-dense foods nourish and protect your body. The goal is to eat whole, nutrient-dense foods so our body will function optimally at the physical activity level that best suits your individual lifestyle and goals. Regular exercise not only helps to prevent or manage a wide range of health problems and concerns, but it also helps improve hormonal and mental functions. The endocrine system regulates the production of hormones, which are chemicals that control our cellular functions. Hormones are responsible for both building new muscle and burning fat, so it is important to understand the hormones related to exercise and the functions that they influence. Any amount of activity is better than none at all, but to really get to the heart of it, consistency is key. Staying active stimulates various brain chemicals that may leave you feeling happier, more relaxed, and less anxious, hence giving us more focused energy to turn our passions into actions this fall. Exercise enhances many areas of life. In fact, research shows that the high achievers in the world move their bodies each day. Is exercise a part of your daily or weekly routine? Nice.
I do classical stretch 22 minutes.
Every day?
Mostly, yeah.
That's good. That's good for consistency. That's awesome. Anybody else? What are you doing every day?
Push-ups and stretch yoga.
Sweet. Okay. You guys are doing good. And for yourself?
Qigong yoga form I've created.
That is something definitely creative. I've never seen the two put together like
Based
that.
on the modification meridians.
Ah.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, so you're adding the chakras in there too.
Yeah, I got that. The oral, put everything in.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, we'll talk. Okay. Are you a newbie, runner, gym junkie, or at-home yoga guru? Share with us in the group, elementalgrowth.com/group/elementalgrowth. If you don't have a regular routine in place, push yourself to try something physically active each day this month. Get a free 2-week pass at your local gym, sign up for a class, or find a yoga routine like Yoga with Adrienne, Boho Beautiful, or Banana Blondie 108 on YouTube. Like, there are tons of free resources, but it's nice to get out in community too. Sometimes that's how people thrive, is by working with other people. So, going and trying a gym membership for a couple weeks, try a few of them. You could probably go all fall just trying gym memberships here in Toronto. So, there's lots of options there. Top tips for creating your fitness regimen. Cardio, you want to aim for 150 minutes per week or 30 minutes 5 days per week. It's recommended that you make this activity part of your schedule. Strength training. Aim for 2 strength training workouts each week. Make sure that they target all the major muscle groups, including your abs, arms, back, chest, hips, legs, and shoulders. Personal trainer is another option here. A trainer teaches effective workout strategies to keep us interested in seeing results. Having a personal trainer who will offer you ideas and advice about how to maximize our results can really help, even if it's virtual. Drink lots of water. If you have been exercising, then you will need to drink more water to replace the water that your body has lost. And don't forget to cut down on alcohol and smoking. Alcohol adds empty calories to your diet, and both alcohol consumption and smoking cause dehydration, fatigue, and other health problems. So there's more. Like, each chapter goes into, I think I start with the moon cycles, and I do the circadian rhythm. I move into movement and self-love practices, and there's also seasonal recipes, including like remedies for cold and flu, as well as food type stuff. And it's all related to each season. Each chapter is a season. So to just do a little activity with you guys here, because there are some freebies on my website that you guys can get if you want to take out your phones right now. Is everybody on Instagram? No? Okay.
I don't use internet on my phone.
Oh, okay. Well, you can grab one of my cards if you're not up for it. On Facebook, you can find me at I am Elemental Growth. It's the same on Instagram, but Instagram, you can access my freebies. On Facebook, they're not there, but just like me and follow me anyway. I'll find you and I'll send you the freebies.
On Instagram, but I don't use it yet.
Okay.
That's what to catch up.
All right, and so there is a little bag up here for a prize, like a door prize. So if you want to fill out the piece of paper there with your name and phone number or email address, one or the other, and you can win a prize. It's a book that a friend of mine wrote. It's in there, as well as a book to write or journal, or even the start your own book if that's something that you're interested in. And there's a couple other little things in there. Hey, kiddo. You want to come say hi? Hi, I'm Finn.
Hi, I'm Finn. Hi, kid.